Hi everyone. If you have ever used NotebookLM, you know how powerful it is. You add your research papers, your PDFs, your notebooks, and NotebookLM can turn them into audio overviews, video overviews, slide decks, infographics, and more. But here's the friction. Getting good output from Notebook LM requires good prompts, and crafting those prompts from scratch every time for every format is slow, inconsistent, and kind of tedious. That's the gap I built inside Studio to close. So, first of all, what is Notebook LM? So, Notebook LM is Google's AI research assistant. You upload sources, papers, docs, website, YouTube videos, and it builds a private knowledge base around that. From that knowledge base, it can create artifacts like slide deck, audio overviews, video overviews, and mind maps and quizzes. The quality of what it generates depends entirely on the instructions you give it. That's where most people hit a wall. So, in order to solve it, we combine that with Claude. So, first of all, what is Claude? Claude is Anthropic's AI, and one of the things it's generally exceptional at is following detailed, structured instructions and producing precise, well formatted output. I use Claude here not as a chatbot but as a prompt engineering engine. Claude's job Claude's job is to read your notebook sources, understand what you are trying to say, and generate a rich, highly detailed instruction set, one that Notebook LM can execute to produce something actually worth using. So, why this combination works? The insight behind Inside Studio is simple. Claude is great at describing what to make, and Notebook LM is great at making it. Alone, Claude can't create a podcast or slide deck from your research documents. Alone, Notebook LM produces decent output, but depends on vague prompts most people write in 30 seconds. Together, Claude writes the expert level prompt, Notebook LM executes it, and you get production quality artifacts from your actual research with no manual effort. So, how Inside Studio resolves the friction? Inside Studio is the bridge between the two tools. It's a local web app that walks you through the entire workflow in 8 steps. It checks you are authenticated with both tools. You pick your notebook LM and notebook from a grid. You select the sources you want to include, and you can even focus on specific chapter or sections. You choose your context files, which are pre-built prompt templates tuned for each artifact type. The app auto suggests the right ones. You pick what you want to create, like audio overview, video, slide deck, infographic, etc. Then you configure the parameters like format, length, style, difficulty. And now the key part. Then you ask Claude to generate the prompt. You watch a stream in real time. If you want to refine it, change the tone, adjust the depth, you can. It's your prompt. Claude just wrote the first draft. You hit create, Notebook LM takes the prompt and generates the artifact. And when it's ready, you download it directly from the app. So, what took me 30 minutes of back and forth between two browser tabs, figuring out what to prompt, copying it over, hoping the output was decent, now takes hardly under 2 minutes end to end. So now let me show you the working of it. So for working, okay, what we will do, we will select this particular notebook, chapter 1, Python primer. And if you see, we have these sources. Okay, so this explains the control flow, which like how if else condition works in Python. Okay, and how loops work in Python. Okay, and this is kind of a simple explanation for that. Okay, so now let's go to inside Studio and see it's working. So first we will select the notebook, like chapter 1 Python primer. Okay, I have selected it. Okay, now it will load the sources, so I will select the two sources. Okay, one is this control flow, and the another one is this control flow explanation. Okay, so this I have selected. Then I will enable the detailed section mode. I will just mention like explain everything covered in the two sources, in the selected two sources in sequential manner. Make sure to include diagrams from, let me take the name of this mm, source, from source, and label it and explain each control flow, and explain each diagram in sequential manner. So I have given it this instruction. Next, let's go to continue to text. Okay, so here now you have to select the files. Okay, like instruction files. So first I will select claude.md. This has instruction like how Claude so should respond. Okay, and then for this one I will create the slide deck. Okay, so I am selecting all the skills and the prompts for the slide deck, which has instructions like how it should create the slide deck. Okay, after that, if you see, like we have selected the two sources. Okay, and these slide decks. Okay, I have then in the artifact type selection I will create slide deck. Okay, it's said then it's asking me the format. Okay, in the parameter configuration, so I will select detail text, and length I will select default, language I will select English. I will click lock parameters. Then in the AI generation you can select the model. I will go with Opus 4.7, and effort means the thinking level, like how long it should think. So I will like select high and click generate prompt. So let's now wait for it. As you could see, it has like created the prompt like create a detailed slide deck from this using only these two sources. Okay, do not use any other source. Okay, scope it has mentioned. Okay, diagram requirement it has mentioned. Okay, and then what in each slide should come. Okay, that it has mentioned. Okay, and it has given you the format also, rules it has mentioned. Okay, so I will go to proceed to export, execute in NotebookLM. It will ask you for your approval. You have to click yes, I approve. Okay, and then if you see over here, it has started generating the slide deck. So let's just wait for it to get generated, and then I will show you its output. Now, as you could see, it has generated this slide deck. Okay, so let's just see what it has generated. So if you see, it has clearly mentioned the chapter number. Okay, from which notebook it has made it. Okay, and a short summary of it. Okay, then here if you see, it has given you index like what all it has covered. Okay, uh, and this is the quality you get now from NotebookLM using Inside Studio. So if you see, the quality of the slide is very good. It's very detailed, everything explained in sequential manner, with covering all the concepts, with each thing mentioned in the source. So that's the quality we get if we like use Inside Studio to give command to NotebookLM to generate the a studio artifacts. So, and now if you come to Inside Studio, you can just click yes, it started, then click. It will ask you for the option to download this locally. So you can either download it. I will just click skip and finish. Okay. Then it will give you option like you want to generate another artifact. Okay. Or change the sources or switch the notebook. So if we click generate another artifact, then it will like use the selected sources and give you the option to generate another artifact. Okay, so this time, okay, you can like just select another thing. Okay, so I will just mention like video overview. So what I will do, I will select Claude.md. Okay, then here you can select video prompts, video. Okay, video.md and video sectional. Okay, then I will select video overview. Okay, and it will ask you the format. I will select cinematic. Okay, which is like a storytelling. Okay, video format. Okay, then visual style, I will let AI decide it. Okay, and language will be English. Okay, then I will in the model, I will again select Claude Opus 4.7. Effort I will set to high. Okay, I will click generate prompt. Okay, and now let's wait for the prompt to get generated. Now, as you could see, it has given the prompt. Okay, like create a cinematic video overview for this notebook using only these two sources. Okay, it has given instructions. Okay, scope, what to cover. Okay, and then it has given like scene wise and phase wise, like what how the video should be created. Okay, and yeah, this is it. Okay, and after reviewing everything, okay, like format is cinematic, auto select language is English. Okay, I will click proceed to export. Okay, I will click execute in NotebookLM. I will click yes, I approve. Okay, and then I will just go over here in NotebookLM. You see, video overview has started generating. Okay, so I will then click yes, it started. I will click skip and finish. Okay, and it will again like give you those three options. So that's it for the working of Inside Studio. Thank you.